Welcome in the 8th edition of the Libya Rally, the rally that goes all through Morocco from Agadir to Saidia. 7 stages, 2,700 kilometers, over 400 participants for this probably the best edition ever of this grueling cross-country rally raid.
Nieuwe editie.
A new edition and a new highlight in our organization. 100 people more, 400 participants this year, and it's a great entry list. We never thought that we could fill the main square of Agadir, but as you can see, we filled it completely. Yesterday the last participants arrived and we had to find them a place. We offer everything Morocco has to offer here, from the beach to the dunes, to the sand, to the mountains. You get everything, even the big Dakar straights. You get here, and we go to the Mediterranean at the end. So it's a great stages. It's a long and tough rally, but it's beautiful, very beautiful. The teams had to work hard to get here in time, and it was very close to the end before the trucks were ready.
Jullie hebben tot het laatste moment hard moeten werken.
You had to work hard to get the truck ready for this one. Yes, indeed, we worked hard for the last couple of weeks. We missed some nights as well, but the car is ready now. We even had to work on some things here on the square, but we're completely ready now. This is one of the favorites, Martin van den Brink in his Renault truck.
It's a
very challenging rally. We took Gert Juzon with us to the Dakar rally to see what he could improve or what he could different. And he took some things and he applied them here. And he worked hard here, and he's become a friend meanwhile, and I've promised to come here, and here we are. It wasn't easy for us to get here. Another one of the outsiders for the win.
We hebben de auto bij 4x4 Ermelo laten bouwen.
We let the car build by a 4x4 Ermelo, but we finished it ourselves. But we had some tests and that proved troublesome because we had a lot of problems, but we tried to fix it all. We had to do the fuel pump, we had to do the engine, and we were finished on Tuesday at 5 o'clock, and the car had to leave at 6. So there was plenty of time left.
5 uur was hij klaar en om 6 uur moest hij op de transport, dus mooi op tijd.
15 race trucks at the start in the Libya Rally, and one of them is driven by Belgian Igor Bouwens, who's looking forward to the dunes.
Organisator Gert de Zon heeft aangegeven.
As the organizing told us, there's a lot of dunes in this rally. Are you looking forward to that?
Zijn jullie thuis in de duinen?
Yeah, I think those stages will be the best for us. I think you can make a lot of difference there. You can take a couple of minutes on cars that are maybe some faster on the other stages. And how will you tackle the start of the rally? Will you go flat out from the start, or will you take it easy? Well, the first 2 stages we think we'll look where we are, and then afterwards in the June stages we go flat out. Some very nice SSVs and this McRae monster as well.
Het is een compleet nieuwe route.
It's a completely new stage. And it's a big challenge for you as well. Yeah, it's fantastic. Last year was great already. You get from the green lush to the Mars country, as you can say, from the rocks to the green stuff, to the sand, to the dunes. Morocco is a beautiful country in that aspect. And now this year's route is great as well. We started at the beach. We've never driven on the beach. I've heard from my teammate that's pretty cool. And we'll see what happens afterwards. I think it will be even more beautiful than last year.
Ronald Scholderman.
Ronald Scholderman, you've been absent for a couple of years, but your team has always been here ever since you last participated yourselves. Yes, we've driven ourselves for the last time in 2013, but our team was here to serve our clients, and now we're driving ourselves again. You went to Dubai to train in the dunes, and that will come in handy here probably. You know, you weren't supposed to know that I'd been to Dubai, but effectively, yes, we did. because the dunes is something we don't know. The other rallies that we performed well, there were no dunes. So we're now here to get that under control as well.
Daar komen we voor hier om daar meer ervaring in op te doen.
Almost the end of the scrutineering, but some went for a practice run as well.
We zijn in het Erkmazuga.
You've been to the Erkmazuga to do some last tests. You've only arrived yesterday, so you did a lot of kilometers then. No, it was to test really, because we had a completely brand new car in Zguching. We did, because we had to work for almost 24 hours to get the car completely ready.
Voordat de boel weer behoorlijk aan de praat was, zeg maar.
And after scrutineering, it's time to get to the start of the first stage. Start of the first stage on Plage Blanche, with the riders ready to get the start. This is Miriam Paul, who only missed out on victory last year due to technical difficulties, together with Hanno van Bergijk in the 102 and Max Hunt in the 107. He's the brother of Harry Hunt, who drives the Dakar in a Mini. It's a 4x4 start for the bikes, because the organizer had to wait for low tide, of course, to get the rally on the way. Plenty of quads and SSVs as well. And as you can see, this is a very spectacular start on this almost untouched beach. 28 kilometers flat out to start the rally. Beautiful imagery. One of the quads, this is Joey van der Outenaar. He had some small technical difficulties.
De start was gewoon onwijs mooi met z'n vieren tegelijk.
The start was absolutely fabulous with four together. I held a bit back because I knew the bikes were quicker. But around 100 kilometers, I heard my exhaust make a strange noise. So I stopped and I checked the exhaust, and it was completely it loosened completely. It was still on the bike, so I continued. 14 SSVs at the start as well, and these are the duo Thierry Jérôme and Geoffroy de Boudlin, winners in the category for the last two editions, and the big favorite, of course. Plenty of Polaris at the start, but some Can-Ams and Yamahas as well. Always spectacular to watch these little buggies, as you can call them. They're SSVs in the category. Ready for the start then, number 301. Marcus William from Bastion give the forfeit right the day before the start, so it's 302. The Belgian Jackie Lohmann's one of the favorites at the start, together with Chus Puras, a former WRC driver from Spain. He is in a buggy, and he will soon realize that Rally 8 is a completely different discipline than is the WRC. And of those Lohmanns and Puras. Look at those beaches. It's one of the best places to start a rally, of course. A Porsche, indeed, the 911 4x4 from Agostino Rizzardi, together with the bowler of Erik Lohmans, son of Jackie. And off they go. They were third last year in the rigid axles, and they have bigger ambitions this year. Here goes Lohmans Jr. One of the SSVs coming the other way. Not supposed to happen, this. Two bowlers then, the nemesis of Voerman and the XR for Jan de Vos. It looks like a great battle. Unfortunately, after 5 kilometers, it goes completely wrong for Voerman.
We zijn gestart op het strand. Was echt
We started at the beach. It was a great place to have a start, two cars together, and an identical car is mine.
Zo starten we samen.
We had to start together, and after 5 kilometers I felt the engine go down, and I quit because I felt that the engine was dying. Two identical cars again, 2 Land Cruisers from the 4x4 Amalo team, specially built for this Libya rally. Once you get off the beach, you get into the dunes. This is the special McRae from Marius Reder. The trucks then, 15 of them. Plenty of horsepower, of course. Martin van der Brink is one of the big favorites. He had a troublesome Dakar rally earlier this year when his truck went up into flames after one day. These are his competitors, the Iveco of Igor Bouwens. Drives his first rally with the truck of his father Gregor and the Gina of Koenen Hartog. Jaris van Kasteren in the boss truck and William de Groot in the former Fritz van Eert truck. And then trouble for Van der Brink. We're off to the dunes, small dunes but very soft sand, and these big trucks don't really like it. Martin van der Brink has to be pulled out. Team spirit rules in the Libya rally. Here's a 505 of Jos Mink. He will pull out Martin van der Brink. A bit of a worried look for Van der Brink, but he gets out of the soft sand and he can continue his way. At the end of the stage there was a problem with the GPS system apparently.
Ja, er zijn een paar kleine technische.
Yes, there were some small technical difficulties in this first stage. The GPS coordinates of the waypoints, we gave them to ERTF, a French company, who give us the GPSs. And with the conversion of our Excel files, one of the decimals got placed wrong. There was a 0 put in a place where it shouldn't have been, which meant that the waypoints were 300 to 500 meters off the track.
3 tot 500 meter buiten de track lagen. Dus het roadbook was
and that the roadbook was completely correct, but the waypoints were wrong. And some people tried to get to the waypoints and had some difficult times, and others just decided not to do it because they thought it was wrong. And to keep the race, not to handicap the race from the word go, we decided to neutralize this first stage. Very unfortunate that everybody got there, and we have a restart for the second stage. And there's now plenty of time for the mechanics to get the cars and the bikes and the trucks into order for that second stage. One of the press cars of the rally is driven by Wuf van Ginkel and it's sponsored by X-Trax.
Do you know wie is X-Trax?
Do you know what's X-Trax exactly? X-Trax is a company of the VB group. We started it because we had plenty of demands on for the Libya rally and for our products, and we want to have a more specialized company, and that's why we call it X-Trax. Especially for the 4x4 cross-country rally world. We make floor protection, we make specialized suspension. So the VBS suspension, we adapt it to the demands of this rally. It's a lot higher. And we need this really here in the Libya rally, with the tough roads and the dunes.
Die we onderweg tegengekomen zijn.
Time for stage 2 then, from Tantanplage to Isht. Stage 2 then, and it's very early in the morning, 6:30 in the morning. First bikers get on the way for a very long day, 640 kilometers, 485 kilometers off-road. This is Eddie Verzeil from the Verlac Rally team.
Eddie, een lastige etappe vandaag?
Eddie, tough stage today. Yeah, very tough. 30 kilometers in the dark, liaison first. And at 7:05 the first bike got on the way.
Ja, 485
But it's 485 kilometers, it's a rather a big stage, yes.
Ja, het eind nog even een lekkere
And
van 35 kilometer kei.
you have 35 kilometers of rocks which aren't that pleasing to drive.
Dus het was een
So it was a very tough stage, yes.
Nu de komende dagen staan nog
Now
heel
the
veel duinen
next
en
couple of days we
zandprogramma.
get some
Ligt je dat?
dunes. Is that more to your
Dat ligt
liking?
mij wel beter.
Yes,
Dat
I
wij
think
wel
that I
wat
will like
stenen
that
iets
more.
minder worden en we
I
wat
like
meer
the
zand
dunes more than the
erbij.
rocks.
Ik ben benieuwd wat ze
So
voor ons
I'm
met
very
hebben.
curious what they will serve us. This is the 102. Enno van Bergijk, who was already there in the very first Libya rally in 2008. And 126 finished in second in the second stage, Jonathan Blackburn. And this is the stage winner, Michael Lundberg from Sweden. A very good time. And here's one of the cars in trouble, Peter Arden with his Desert Warrior. Not the best of starts. The only Desert Warrior, Jacob van den Outenaar and Daan de Graaf. They looked to do well, but then they had problem with CV joint. And they had to stop at the second of the control points. And that will cost him, of course, a lot of time.
Ja, we hebben, dit is niet complex, maar dat is.
Yeah, it's another big problem, but we don't have the tools to fix it. We have a leaking CV joint. And if we continue, everything breaks. So we're waiting here for our assistant's truck, and if they have some CV joint oil to get it on the car. Van Kasteren in his truck. Impressive scenery, as you can see. It's very hard for the trucks in the beginning of the stage, very technical, very rocky. Here's Marius again. Marius Reder in his McRae Enduro car. They hit some trouble as well.
De dieseldruk die valt helemaal weg als je
Yeah,
meer
the
dan 30%
diesel pressure is falling away if
Ja,
you
rijdt eigenlijk alsof je
put full
100
throttle. It's like you're driving like your 19-year-old grandma.
100 kilometer mee gereden en daar
But
word je
if
niet vrolijk van.
No,
Gaat
you're
niet hard
not
zo.
really happy if you have to drive like this. Marius Reder can continue, but he loses a lot of time. Michiel Becks and Edwin Kuipers, Indian USSV. Take it slowly, he says, but this is not really going slowly, as you can see. Those little thingies can go very quick if they want to. French Polaris of Olivier and Hackett. They'll win this second stage. And then the trucks. As you can see, those first 25 kilometers not ideal for the heavy machinery. But the 460 kilometers that followed were ideal for the trucks. And Jos Mink and his Ginaf had a very good day.
De rit was heel leuk.
It was a very good stage, yeah. It was long,
Aardig pittig, maar
but
heel veel stenen.
spicy. A lot of rocks in the beginning,
Wat natte plekje erin, maar daar kwam
but
wij goed
some
doorheen.
wet stuff, and we passed it there. And then we drive very well. I made a mistake once and lost some 20 minutes there, I think. We still won the stage, so happy.
Mooi hè?
Pedro Duarte and Jose Vanzini, Mexicans. In the fourth cruise of Werner Zoutart. Better than expected, finished the stage in third. And Belgian Vincent Thijs and his Mitsubishi finishes in second. But the stage win went to this man, Jackie Lomans. Co-driver Frits Driesmans. Imperial in this first stage.
Op de tussenstop hadden we al gezien, hadden we al minstens.
Yeah, at the stop we noticed we had 20 minutes and then we just cruised to the end of the stage and trying not to break anything. We had a puncture, that was it. Was it a good stage today? Yeah, it was a good stage, but I didn't have the time to look at the scenery too much. But a very tough stage. So here's the overall classification of the bikes. 5 different countries in the top 5, with Lundberg leading from Blackburn, Van Bergijk, Van der Weyen and Manuel Garcia. In the cars it's the Belgian rules, with Lohmann, Steys and Vanzini in the top 3. Renault in 4th and Rizardi with his Porsche in 5th. And the Dutch are in front in the trucks, with Smink and Schoones leading, and the others already almost 45 minutes or more behind. That was our first program. We'll be back soon with the second part of 3. And we go to the Akmarzouga and the Moroccan Sahara next. See you next time.